you a cough drop, Brian, between some two rock stars right here, Giannis and Ja Morant. Bucks and the Grizzlies here. We're going to pick this one up midway through the second quarter. The Grizzlies lead by 7. Morant gets blocked. But then look at this. He scrambles around, taking control of the ball, all while sitting down. He throws it up to Santi Aldama. Here's Taylor Jenkins on that play post-game.
I don't know. I mean, I think there was maybe 3 or 4 defenders swarming around him, and then just some ounce of me to say, is there going to be a lob that happens here? Because I could just see Ja dialing it up, and I think he found, was it Santi on the lob? I mean, we know Ja is so gifted, and, you know, in those situations, he's got unbelievable creativity, ingenuity. That's definitely one that I think should be on SportsCenter highlight tonight.
When's the last time you threw an alley-oop from your seat of your pants?
I don't ever think I did, honestly. I guess it's the first for everything.
Well, a few plays later, Perk, the Grizzlies lead by 7. Morant has Gary Trent Jr. on him. Fakes with the pass and drains the 3.
You talk about a bounce-back game, but look, if he can start knocking down those three-point shots consistently, which I believe he will, it's going to be dangerous for the rest of the league.
So Damian Lillard missed 3. Morant, a little no-look pass to Jaren Jackson Jr.
A little street ball in this game, just playing with the Milwaukee Bucks, just disrespecting them to the fullest.
Morant becomes the first player for the Grizzlies with 20 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists in the half, and this one getting a little bit out of control here. Damian Lillard really struggled. He was 1 of 12 from the field, 0 of 6 on three-pointers, and then Morant moving up the court. He gets it to Zach Edey for the lob. Let's take a listen to Ja Morant after the game.
I just came out and been aggressive, you know, took what the defense gave me, talking with Dez. He told me, you know, I got to play like this, you know, each and every night, even if it's not just a score, you know, being aggressive, making the right plays for us. Tonight, you know, everybody was kind of in a good rhythm, and we got it going early and, you know, was able to withstand the lead.
So on this show, we start with the winners in this one. We will get to the Milwaukee Bucks. Ja Morant had a good day. How good? He messed around and got a triple-double against the Bucks. He has 12 career triple-doubles. That's more than twice as many as any other player in Grizzlies history. And it was Halloween night. It got really spooky with Ja's triple-double. He became the 5th player in NBA history to get one on Halloween and the first since James Harden in 2021. Morant also dropped 14 dimes on Thursday night to go with his 26 points. It was his 25th career game with at least 25 points and 10 or more assists, extending his Grizzlies franchise record. But let's hear from Doc Rivers on this loss.
Everything's on me until we get it right. We got to fix this. I thought we played with the right spirit. We didn't make shots, and you're going to have nights like that. But on those nights, we have to find a way to get stops. And I don't know how many times they advanced the pass and beat us down the floor. They did it probably 8 to 10 times on the few makes we did make. You know, Morant had a free pass tonight as far as driving and attacking. Now, he's tough for everybody and probably tougher for us. So we got to do a better job of figuring out how to contain guards like that.
All right, so all that's fair, but this is a historically bad start for Milwaukee. This 1-4 start is the worst by any Bucks team that Giannis has been on since he entered the league in 2013. And I hear that Detective Perkins, he spies something.
I'm Kendrick Perkins, better known as Big Perk, and nothing gets past me.
Freeze!
Just when you thought it did get past me, there I am. I spy a problem. I spy it all. Carry the hell on. Talking about disrespecting the basketball guards, that's exactly what the Milwaukee Bucks are doing right now. Disrespecting the game with lack of effort. And Doc Rivers, I love you to death, but I don't want to hear your interviews. I said this earlier in the season, when the season first started. I know we 5 games in, but I did say this previously on NBA Today.
Previously on NBA Today.
Excuseless. That's the word of the day when it comes down to the Milwaukee Bucks this season. Last season, all I heard was excuses. This season, none from the Milwaukee Bucks. I don't want to hear them from Doc. I don't want to hear them from Dame. I don't want to hear from Giannis. Doc had the nerve to use the word spirit, that the spirit is in the right place. The spirit is not in the right place, because if it was, you would make sure everyone would be tied together, stopping the basketball, sprinting back in transition. Look at this. No one is communicating. These are 5 veteran players, and Ja Morant throws a Magic Johnson no-look for a wide-open dunk. Here it is again. 5 vets, a couple vets, you should be on page. You got Giannis Antetokounmpo there, a lack of communication, a rookie, Zach Edey, he's 7'4". The world could see him. Wide open lane for a dunk. Look at Giannis clapping his hands, Bobby Portis shrugging his shoulders. Now, 3-point shot. Everyone's supposed to be on the sprint, get back in transition. I want you to watch the Milwaukee Bucks. Look at Doc. He already knows, right? Everyone's supposed to be sprinting back. I feel sorry for Doc Rivers, and because he could have been up here with me on television, but he chose to do that. Doc looks like he wants to be back on TV. Might as well come on over, because right now your locker room is not hearing you. They're not feeling you. Something is going on, and you definitely need to fix the problem.
Well, and it doesn't get any. All right, it's time now for a little coast to coast on NBA Today. Let's start out west with a season best performance from Devin Booker. Booker dropped 40 and helped power.
Hey, Warriors Nation. Welcome back to Warriors News, your source for all things Golden State. Tonight, we're breaking down an action-packed game between 2 NBA heavyweights, the Bucks and Grizzlies. But hang on, we're focusing on how the Golden State Warriors can learn and capitalize on what went down between these two. The game was buzzing as Ja Morant unleashed one of his best performances to date. Midway through the second quarter, we saw an absolutely jaw-dropping play. Morant scrambled after a blocked shot, regained control while still seated, and sent a precision lob to Santi Aldama, lighting up the Memphis crowd. That kind of resilience and court vision, that's what makes Ja such a unique and dangerous player on any given night. But as Warriors fans, we can appreciate this hustle. Players like Draymond Green and Jonathan Kuminga have that same energy and awareness on the court. When we look at Ja's play style, his court awareness, and his ability to create opportunities even under heavy pressure, we see a lot of parallels in our squad. Imagine if we had this kind of relentless pursuit every night. Unstoppable. Morant continued to put pressure on Milwaukee's defense with his trademark no-look passes and pull-up threes, taking advantage of every defensive gap. At one point, he even did a no-look pass to Jaren Jackson Jr. that left the Bucks' defense scratching their heads. For the Warriors, transition play has always been a strong suit. With our emphasis on quick ball movement, we know that Curry and Poole's perimeter shooting can open up the court, and if we keep this up, we're setting ourselves up for long-term success. What we saw with Ja Morant tonight is exactly what we need from guys like Moses Moody and Andrew Wiggins, pushing the tempo, moving the ball swiftly, and keeping our opponents on their toes. As the game went on, Morant recorded a triple-double, showing just how effective a team can be when it's unified defensively. The Grizzlies made a point to disrupt the Bucks' offensive flow, causing repeated turnovers and forcing bad shots, resulting in Dame Lillard finishing with just 1 for 12 from the field. When we think of the Warriors' potential this season, it's crucial we maintain this level of defensive focus. Draymond Green and Gary Payton II have been fundamental in driving defensive intensity, but we need our whole team to buy into this energy if we're going to compete with contenders like the Grizzlies. As we push forward, committing to rock-solid defense will be key to our success, and that's a lesson well taken from watching tonight's game. With Draymond Green as our defensive anchor and Jonathan Kuminga blossoming, the Warriors have the building blocks to stay competitive against anyone. Add to this the sharp shooting abilities of players like Buddy Hield, who is stepping up as a consistent scoring option, and we're in a strong position. Buddy's shooting has been impressive so far this season, averaging over 21 points per game and nearly 60% from three-point range. If he can sustain that accuracy, he will be a massive weapon for us, particularly against teams that rely heavily on perimeter shooting. With Steph Curry out for a few games, it's going to take everyone stepping up. This Bucks-Grizzlies game should remind us of the importance of that next man up mentality. As long as our key players continue developing, we have every reason to feel optimistic about our season. Post-game, Doc Rivers shared his frustrations with the Bucks' lack of communication and cohesion, something the Warriors can absolutely learn from. Watching the Bucks' poor transition defense should remind Golden State of how crucial communication is. When the Warriors are locked in and talking on defense, we're able to stay ahead. The Bucks' struggles are a testament to how quickly things can fall apart without a strong team dynamic. Let's use that as a lesson. Our team chemistry and communication will be critical. If we stay focused and avoid these mistakes, there's no reason we can't continue to dominate in the West. As a team built on strong fundamentals, we have what it takes to face even the toughest opponents. Ja Morant's tenacity and vision showed us the level of play we should aim for every night. Warriors fans, if we bring this intensity, combined with the sharp shooting of Curry and Hield, the defensive prowess of Green, and the potential in Kuminga and Moody, the sky's the limit. What do you think, Warriors Nation? So what's your take? Are the Warriors in a position to become the ultimate contenders this season? Can Buddy Hield sustain his three-point shooting streak? And how do you feel about the team's chemistry so far? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed this analysis and want to stay updated on all things Warriors, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to Warriors News for more in-depth game breakdowns and exclusive Warriors content.